I'm Mayor Jen Grigoraitis, and welcome to the Melrose Minute, where we bring you news you can use from City Hall. And I'm thrilled to be joined today by Melrose's Communications Manager, Lily Martin. Welcome, Lily. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
So you have a really big job, which is trying to keep our residents informed of all that's happening with city government. Can you talk a little bit about different ways that residents can try to stay in the know with what's happening in the city?
Absolutely. So there are a few ways, and the top way is to sign up for our city news email mechanism, which we use to send out the week ahead newsletter every Friday, and that is chock full of helpful information, including our top news items, city updates. It's also a great way to get your information about public events happening the week ahead, either from the city or public bodies, such as the City Council. And we also share programming, like the Memorial Hall event calendar, Melrose Public Library events, and so on.
So great. So one email every Friday where folks can see what's coming up the week ahead in city government. How do you sign up for that?
Sure. It's super easy. There's actually on the home screen of our website, www.cityofmelrose.org, there is a Notify Me button right at the top, and folks can just click on that, and it's going to bring you to all of our homepage for all the ways you can stay in the know, and including the city news. So you can click that link, and you can sign up in 2 seconds. Super easy. And if you can't, if you are having trouble finding that, you can just call us in the mayor's office, no problem.
Absolutely. We're always happy to help folks stay informed. So if people want to call the mayor's office, if they're having a challenge getting signed up, we will take care of that. What are some other ways in which we're communicating what's happening in city government?
Sure. So another way that we're communicating is right here on the Melrose Minute, of course. Shout out to MMTV.
Thank you, MMTV.
Yes. Another way is in case of an emergency, we have Everbridge emergency alerts. And that's our way of communicating via email, text, or phone call to residents in case of an emergency, such as severe weather, or in more mundane instances, such as a street closure due to road work.
So time-sensitive, somewhat important information would go out through Everbridge, and residents also need to sign up for that as well. And
Absolutely.
That's a choice between text, email, phone call, maybe all three if you really want to stay informed.
Exactly.
Okay, great. And we also send information to the Melrose Weekly News.
That's right.
And how do folks follow that?
Sure. So the Melrose Weekly News is great. They're our local newspaper in Melrose, and anyone who is a resident can sign up for free to receive a physical copy delivered to their home. And so we send all of the information that's in the week ahead right to them as well, and sometimes more information depending on what's going on that week. Okay,
great. And then love it, hate it, maybe a little bit of both. Let's talk about social media.
Yes. So I obviously love social media. I grew up on it. But social media is great because it's a great way to engage with residents. We share top news items, things that people really need to know. It's also a way to share supplemental information. So it's not our main point of sharing. That's something important to know. But I like it because residents ask questions, they comment directly on our posts, and we're able to respond, get them their answers to their questions, and take in their feedback. And we're building a relationship that way. And I really hope and think that it helps build a sense of community and trust, and just an open line of communication.
Great, and thank you for letting everyone know that you are the person behind the keyboard responding to those posts on the city Facebook page. I also just want to acknowledge we have several city departments, the library, the police department, DPW, health, that also maintain social media pages as well, and that we try to use the city page to complement and amplify what those folks are putting out.
Absolutely.
So thank you for your work on that. Can you talk a little bit about new initiatives? I know you and I have worked closely together since I took office to come up with a monthly community newsletter to help better connect residents with the many nonprofits that serve Melrose. So can you walk people through what that will look like?
Yes, so like you said, we're launching a new initiative called the Melrose Community Connection. It is our new monthly newsletter, and the way it works is we have put a call out to nonprofits, and we're all nonprofits in Melrose and those serving Melrose only, just to clarify that. And we will be sharing events and news from those nonprofits once a month via City News. So it's the same City News email, right? But so that's the way people can get that news, is subscribing to City News. That's key there. And we're looking forward to connecting our residents with nonprofits.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. I hope that folks find it helpful as a way to get all the information about what so many of our great organizations are doing in one place. Just to remind those that might want to submit stuff, the deadline for submission is?
The second Friday of every month.
Perfect.
Yes.
So the second Friday of March to be in the April edition of the Melrose Community Connection, and one email sign up gets you City News and the Community Connection, and then of course any urgent information we need to put out to folks.
Absolutely.
So that's great. Anything else you'd like to share with the city?
I would actually. So sometimes we get questions about why we don't send citywide communications via postcard or other mailings. And one thing that I like to keep in mind, given our small budget, right, is that we need to be mindful of the money that we spend. And mailings such as a postcard that goes out to every single residence can cost upward from $6,000 to $6,500 per mailing. And that's a lot of money, which is why I like to emphasize that digital communications for citywide communications is the way to go. And then, of course, there are those instances where DPW, for example, does send out letters, does visit people at their homes, knock on their doorsteps in instances of specific issues, so that they're performing targeted outreach via mailings or in person. And that's in instances of like road work that the city is going to be performing or our utility provider will be performing.
Yeah, so $6,500 a mailing adds up fast, so we definitely reserve that for really both time-sensitive and broadly impactful information. So digital is a little more cost-friendly and also friendlier to the environment as we save some trees.
Yeah.
So, well, thanks, Lily, for being here. I really appreciate it. So grateful for all of your work on communications. Just want to give folks the heads up that you will be moving on from the city of Melrose soon, and we are hugely thankful for all that you have done and are really grateful for your service to this community.
It's been a pleasure, and I've enjoyed doing it, and I look forward to passing the baton on to the next communications manager for the city.
We look forward to that too. Thanks for all your work, and
you.
thanks for being here today.